One reason your steam gas boiler pilot light keeps going out, or boiler pilot light won't stay lit. How to diagnose a cracked steam boiler. I have a Burnham steam gas boiler that's 18 years old. About a month ago, I noticed there wouldn't be any heat in the house even though the thermostat called for it. After taking off the front cover, I found the pilot light was out. I relit it, and soon after the burners would go on and I had heat in the house. However, the pilot light would go out soon after, and this kept happening repeatedly. The pilot light would go out sometimes a few minutes after being relit, sometimes a few hours after, and sometimes a few days after. I wasn't quite sure what the problem was, but I figured I might as well replace the thermocouple as it was never replaced and the boiler was 18 years old. Considering the part cost $10, I didn't see a good reason not to do that. Just a reminder that the thermocouple, when in good working condition, sends a signal back to the gas valve to continue to send natural gas through the pilot tube. I figured maybe the thermocouple was going bad and it was not sending electrical current to the gas valve, and thus the pilot light kept going out. After replacing the thermocouple, the problem persisted and the pilot light would still go off. During the same time that the pilot light was going out, I also noticed that when the boiler was on, it was louder than usual and that the fire was very yellow and not characteristic blue that it should be. This led me to believe that the natural gas was not burning clean as it should be. At this point, I wasn't quite sure what to do next, so I called a plumber who services boilers, and they pointed out to me that the gas boiler had a crack and it was leaking water, which caused the fire to burn yellow, and the boiler was also running loud. They also explained to me that the leaking water put out the pilot light, which was the original problem I had. In this following clip, I will show you where the leak is. To find the leak, I took off the front cover of the boiler like this. Before you continue to work on your boiler, you want to make sure that the main gas supply line is turned off. Next, you move the heat shield out of the way so you have easier access to the burners. You take this one screw out. With the heat shield moved to the side, you can begin taking out the burners like this. I put my flashlight inside so I can show you better where the leak is. Putting my camcorder inside the boiler, you can see the rust right there where the water is leaking. However, you don't see any active leak at this time. To show the active leak, I filled up the boiler with water to the top, and here you can see the water dripping from the block. Here is another view of the leak when looking up. Here I'm pointing out the pilot light, which the leaking water was dripping on, and putting it out. To summarize, there are many reasons for why the pilot light may not stay lit. In my case, it was due to a cracked boiler block through which the leaking water kept extinguishing out the pilot light. One clue to a leak is that in the distance on the left, you can see rust, which tells you that the leak was probably happening for a while now. At this point, I will be replacing the boiler. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Hope this helps.